Hi everyone and welcome to another video from Danka Praktik. In this video we'll be talking about a greenhouse, specifically the plastic type as they are better known. These types of greenhouses are very popular mainly because they are cheap to buy and simple to build. In this video you'll see how we built our greenhouse from the ground up. So stay tuned.
Danka Praktik.
Such was the situation when we built our greenhouse that we only managed to take pictures and not make a video. We hope that you don't mind. This video will be more of a slideshow, but you'll hopefully get the picture what it's all about. Finding the right position. It's very important to find the right position for the greenhouse, so it can have enough sunlight throughout the year. Take very good care about this aspect. Above all, take in consideration the winds and crosswinds. If they are very strong where you're going to build this type of greenhouse, you may have some serious problems. Strong winds will try and tear down the greenhouse or will deform it. For building our greenhouse, we chose a place near the woods. Wind was one of the reasons, but even despite this, strong winds do occasionally deform the greenhouse and you should consider this when building it. The measurements. Once we've picked the place, we've made the measurements on the ground. For marking, we used some wooden stakes, a line for bricklaying, and some measurement tape. With these, we marked out the dimensions of the future greenhouse and essentially got a 3D layout of the position as well as where we would have to dig a trench later. Not only is this necessary for building, but it also gives you a preview so you can make any adjustments and prevent any possible mistakes. Wooden frame assembly. Next, we put the wooden frames in place. For making these frames, we used wooden posts. They are pretty cheap and they are easy to work with. These types of greenhouses can be made without this, but know that without them, the whole construction is very flimsy and cannot withstand any weight or wind. We made 2 gates on each side and a wooden backbone that will hold the pipes in place. I must say that this assembly we've made is not that good. It holds its ground, but it can be much better. The situation was such in our case that we left it this way. You can find online much better ways to do this, but hopefully you get the general idea. Since we wanted to make the wooden parts portable, we made concrete pots for each post and dug them into the ground. For more stability, we recommend pouring concrete into the ground around the posts. So we assembled the gates, the center poles, and then the backbone. On the backbone, we screwed in the holders for the plastic pipes. If you decide to do this, be sure that they don't go over the pipe so that they don't tear the nylon. Digging. In order to hold the nylon in place, you'll have to dig a trench around the greenhouse. This trench holds the excess nylon and helps keep the whole greenhouse in place. We dug pretty deep, about 30 centimeters. You can dig less in your case, but don't keep the trench shallow so the nylon doesn't come out when the wind is blowing. The trench should be dug in right next to where the pipes will be so the nylon can go into the ground as near to the pipes as possible. Mounting the plastic pipes. Next, we mounted the plastic pipes into place. To hold the pipes to the ground, we used pieces of metal rebar and made metal stakes out of them. Instead of rebar, you can use smaller plastic pipes, stronger rubber hoses or else. We measured that the pipes were evenly set between each other and then put the metal stakes in place. We then put the pipes onto one stake, went over the backbone and onto the stake on the other side. The pipes fitted into the plastic holders mounted onto the backbone that we've previously shown. Also, we mounted the pipes that go on the sides for more stability. For tying the pipes together and to the wooden construction, we used zip ties. Know that you have plastic joints made specifically for tying these types of pipes together if you want to use them. Putting on the nylon. Now that we had the construction in place, it was time to put the nylon on. When buying the nylon, and if your construction allows it, buy the nylon in one piece. This will make the greenhouse much more durable to wind and tear. The nylon then goes over the construction like a big blanket. This is a pretty tricky job and you'll have to have patience to avoid tearing the nylon. We did it in such a way that we first put the whole bundle onto the construction and unfolded it from there to each side. On this part, know that you'll need a helping hand, 2 people at least. 4 or more people would be best. Make sure to put the nylon evenly on each side. After this, tuck the nylon on the longer sides of the greenhouse into the trenches and put some ground over it. This way the nylon will start to tighten and will stay in place. The front and rear trenches near the gates and doors should be covered when the nylon on the doors is set in place. The doors. Next, we made 2 gates and doors. This is a bit tricky since you'll have to fold the nylon on both entrances. We did this by simply folding the nylon over the posts, stapling them into place and cutting off the excess nylon. Not very tidy, but it's very effective and long-lasting, and this is what we needed. After this, we shoveled the rest of the soil into the front and side trenches and tidied everything out. You have various options for the doors. You can make it out of pipes, wood, or else, after some thinking and due to practical reasons, we went for the option of a folding door. We simply used 2 wooden poles with nylon wrapped around it. We screwed 1 pole to the greenhouse and let the other fall down. Choose what suits you best. This was the most practical option for us, although, to be honest, this system isn't very practical for winds and for winter heating. The watering system. To finish, we installed the watering system which is necessary for a greenhouse. In our case, we have a drip or trickle system for watering which we recommend. It consists in this case of a 400-liter barrel, a connecting pipe, a central pipe, and watering hoses. Each watering hose has a faucet of its own, so you can regulate each line of watering. A very simple system to install and maintain, and it is also pretty cheap to buy. If you want a greenhouse that is easy to build, cheap to buy, yet pretty effective, then use the plastic greenhouse. Even amateurs like us were able to build this within days, and we got a greenhouse that will last for years. One more good aspect of this type of greenhouse is that it can be cleared within a day if the greenhouse enthusiasm for some reason goes away. To be clear, if you want the real deal regarding greenhouses, the next step are plastic greenhouses with a more serious wooden or metal construction. The top of the line are greenhouses made of metal and glass. But for a hobby and for not setting your budget back that much, plastic greenhouses are perfect. So that's it for this time. We hope the video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.